Oh boy, let me just say, guys, there have been so many interviews trying to actually look over all of this is really quite perplexing. But let me just say, really big shout out to US Gamer and Kat Bailey there, the author of this interview and this article, because my god, they are fantastic. Go check it out in the description. She obviously knows her stuff. She's been playing it for a while too, so that's great. That's amazing. So go check it out. I won't be reading all of it, but you know, it is worth talking about some of the things that are highlighted in this article and just kind of discussing it. I will say, prepare for disappointment because while Kat has some really great questions, Intelligent Systems did not really reply to that whole thing as much as I was expecting. So anyways, alright, just to give you an idea of where Kat is, at least, she does mention the problems that Heroes has. You know, it hasn't been all good. Compared to other mobile games, Fire Emblem Heroes is fairly stingy with its free orbs. Fans have complained about the arena mode, which features a scoring system that something put too much emphasis on using bonus units, and then of course there's also the challenge maps that are unfair slogs, waves of enemies with unrealistically high stats, or reasonably high stats, and of course the rewards are not exactly accessible to everyone. I can kind of agree to that, but I can also say that, you know, we do have Phoenix Master 1, who, as long as you have the IV neutral characters, you should be able to do it just fine. So, there's a lot of going on there. Now, let's actually talk about some of the questions that they were asked and how things were going. So, the first question was about providing new experiences to players, and Year 3 is going to be doing that. They've reiterated this a bit more, saying that they're going to be making content and characters that are a little different from before. And what that means, who the hell knows, because they have been keeping this so tightly knit that it's honestly really hard to actually put into, you know, I'm guessing they just don't want to put it out there right now. However, when it comes to, you know, the gachapon system, or at least the, you know, power creep that comes with this, it's kind of a system that just comes with gacha games. So naturally, trying to address that is something we need to discuss. And, well, the question that they actually asked was about the predominance of armor units in Fire Emblem Heroes. Yes, thank you for actually asking that, because armor units right now, it's pretty obvious that a lot of the ones that are, you know, really powerful are armored. We still have a lot of really powerful other units, but armored units are very high up there because of their huge stats and great skills. Well, their reply to this is, we see and hear a variety of opinions from players and appreciate the feedback that fans provide, as this is what helps us improve the game. Even when players talk about the most powerful movement types, the opinions may vary significantly. Some might say one type is strongest in Grand Hero Battle, others may say it's strongest in Arena, or in defense and offense of Aether Raids. Opinions also change frequently depending on the variety of factors, such as newly introduced characters, skills, weapon refinery, sacred seals, and more. In terms of game balance, we look forward to continuing to update the game based on your player feedback and create content with fans that fans will be happy with. Let me just say, way to gloss over the question there, at least. You know, I understand that, you know, you're basically saying it's opinions, and yes, for a lot of the content that is there, you know, the solo content, the PvE content, I definitely understand. Yeah, go with the favorite characters. Go with your characters that you love. Everyone has their certain, you know, actual emblem type of character. The thing is, we also have PvP, and that is where a lot of that really, you know, starts to come apart in some regard. And they also address Arena here. So, let me just say, hoo boy, the main purpose of the current Arena scoring rules is to have an element in addition to user skill, and to get users to adjust their battle styles by switching bonus heroes. For these purposes, I think it's fulfilling its role. Well, I mean, the babying of certain characters is not exactly something I really enjoy, and that's something that I still kind of have issues with Arena when it comes to bonus units. But I mean, Arena's not too terribly bad, at least to me. I would say Aether Raids tends to be something that's a little bit more middling to me. I'm not really happy with that reply either. I hate to say that, but it's just how it is. Now, to put it simply, as Kat puts it, Maeda is basically saying that character classes are functionally even, and that it's really down to the opinion of the players. The arena is not changing anytime soon. But, you know, there's no coincidence that, as they point out, they're going to Game Press, of all things, and taking a look at the arena tier list. And surprise, surprise, what's at the top there? Oh, why? Surtur, Fallen Robin, and Duma. Yeah, no surprises there. Now, the next thing that I'm actually going to address here is, since they glossed over Powercreep and kind of glossed over the arena, there is something that they are kind of talking about when it comes to Regalia Lost and how Nintendo is, well, learning at least from that and hopefully trying to apply it to Heroes. But they really didn't reply too much to that either. Since the nature of the two games are different, I would say it's difficult to directly apply learnings from Regalia Lost to Fire Emblem Heroes. However, my personal opinion is that it would be interesting if we could in some way deliver features such as co-op play, where players can collaborate with each other and defeat strong enemies together in Fire Emblem Heroes. That right there is great. That is fantastic PvE content, and we need more PvE content. That is something we can do and work towards. Seriously, I know that people like their PvP with Aether Raids and Arena, but we need some actual content, and again, that goes with the social aspects that they spoke of previously. So I think eventually we may actually get a co-op based system in the game. So please, make that happen, Intelligent Systems. Make that happen. Then of course we also have a bunch of other things, like the 3 houses linking and all that other fun stuff, but I think it's time to take a brief aside and talk about Powercreep entirely when it comes to Fire Emblem Heroes, and how exactly this applies to things, and why Heroes in general seems to have a little bit more problem when it comes to Powercreep. So I'm just going to give you my opinion here, and I'm going to just say it as simple as I possibly can, okay guys? Alright. The main problem with Fire Emblem Heroes when it comes to Powercreep is oversaturation. Oversaturation is something that's just happening in Heroes constantly. A lot of other gacha games, when it comes to Powercreep, they tend to only release maybe 2 or 3 characters a month. When you look at Heroes, there are anywhere from 9 to, I'd say, 12 and 13 characters introduced on a monthly basis, which can really prove to be daunting when it comes to balancing. And of course, I know a lot of you really want to see your characters, but yes, that is one of the bigger problems, is that we have to have these constant cycles of, 3 or 4 characters, plus a free character, and all, and it just goes on and on and on. And you can kind of see where the power creep can go off the rails because of that. Naturally, they want to aim for that. Heroes has that problem. Power creep is still something that's going to be prevalent even now, and it's going to continue. Again, as Kat said in this article, it's a feature more than it is a bug, and I have to agree. It's as simple as that. Right now, Heroes is going to have to try and deviate their content just a little bit. Maybe add a little bit more free-to-play orbs. That's my personal opinion when it comes to, Heroes as it is. But this interview and everything in it was fantastic, and I'm really glad to see someone step up, ask the hard questions from Arena, to armored units, to progression, and, possible new features. It's a lot more than what was going on. It's just unfortunate that, well, they didn't really respond too much outside of giving, yeah, this is how it's gonna be. I guess that's just how it is, huh? Alright, nerds. And, well, that's pretty much the interview for today. Apparently, are we gonna have interviews every day at this point? I'm wondering. Well, guys, go check it out. I really think that this is a fantastic one. And what do you guys think about it? Are you happy at all, or are you disappointed with how IS may have replied to this? Alright, guys. I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching. See you soon.